bike day. It is finally new bike day. It's not the bike that I initially ordered. It's not the bike that I initially tried to buy. I don't want to spoil the surprise yet. I'll have to wait a little bit later in the video. As you can see, I haven't been able to get this stupid smile on my face all day. I have been way too excited. All my coworkers know about this bike. All my friends know about this bike. It's a very special day. I'm very excited. Hope you guys are excited. Not even of this year. This is a 2022. It's exclusive right now. But let's go take a look at it. Bike is on the back. We have done it. New bike day success. Funniest thing is I've had my one-up pedals in my car for probably the better half of 4 months or so. And today I forgot them because they're in my car and I'm driving my cousin's car because he's got the rack. Big shout out to him for letting me use the car to grab the bike safely. But oh my god, the fact that I forgot the pedals. Either way, taking them home with no pedals, put them on myself at home, no big deal. That's just funny because I've just been so prepared for this moment for so long and it just hasn't, it just failed. But that being said, we are on our way home. We're gonna stick some pedals on this thing. I'm gonna get some paint protection film on it because I ride some pretty gnarly trails as you guys have seen. And I don't exactly ride them at a snail's pace, so I'd like to get some safety on there, keep my carbon a little bit safer. This is a 2022 Santa Cruz Hightower, and this is the Carbon S build. It's a big boy. It's a big boy bike. I'm not going to say how much it costs because my family watches this, and I will be removed from the family system, and that will not be good for me. So that one, you guys can look that one up. But I'm just too stoked. This day has been a long time coming. I basically got interest like over a year ago, and then as of October last year, I officially pulled the trigger, and I was like, all right, I'm getting an aluminum Hightower in the R build. And then my buddy, which again, shout out to him for locking this thing down for me. He was just like, you know what? This is coming. It's a lot more bike than you were trying to buy, but this is something that you would benefit from and you deserve it. And I talked to myself for like 3 hours one night and I said, I do deserve this bike.
In my opinion, a very important part of new bike day is keeping your bike looking and riding new. So I decided to do a full clear protection wrap on the underside where rocks often fly up, make little scratches and dents and things like that. This probably won't save the carbon frame from a very serious impact, but it'll help with the small stuff which just adds up wear and tear. This process is incredibly inexpensive, and I think I got this 3M vinyl tape from Amazon for like 10 bucks. Easily can be done at home with a little alcohol water mixture. You can get a pretty high quality paint protection film done. I know I have a few bubbles in my larger wrap areas. I'm not too worried about it. It's under the bike, no one's going to see it for the most part, and I can easily replace the tape whenever I need to if it does get scratched up or anything like that. I'm honestly really happy with how the majority of this came out. Some of these areas look really nice and borderline seamless. Definitely would recommend doing this. It's super easy and doesn't look half bad.
The bike is home. She is looking better than ever. She's got brand new one-up flat pedals, oil slick. Oh, would you just look at it? Oh my goodness. This is more bike than I could have ever dreamt for.
Yep.
R.I.P. Check this thing out. In this light, you can really see this gloss carbon color. This blue is just popping. These oil slick pedals. Oh my God, that was such a good choice. The Carbon S trim, you do get the hydraulic dropper. This thing is super, super fast, super smooth. Now, keep in mind, I have not seen a single other person post this bike for this year, the 2022, in this trim especially. This thing is just beautiful. Initially, I thought I was getting the light gray model from the last 2 years, where the colorway was the light gray and the white. It's Santa Cruz written in white. But this one was a little pleasant surprise. Also, technically not the one I ordered, but you know what? We love happy little surprises.
I'm going to play some footage of my first ride on the new Hightower in the background, but I wanted to go over some of the specs. Since I'm sure some of you are curious what this build comes with, I'll get into some of the details. Now, if you want all the full in-depth technicalities, you can surely find them on the website or on someone else's video, because I'm just a simple man that likes bikes. So here's what I got. The weight comes in at about 32 pounds. This is the carbon frame, not to be confused with the CC, which is about 2 pounds lighter. This does come with a Fox 36, it's 150mm travel in the front. It is a 29er. The rear shocks is a RockShox Super Deluxe Plus, and that's 145mm rear travel. That's 5 more mils than last year. This bike does come with that VPP, that is the virtual pivot point that Santa Cruz does on this bike, and that just allows you to change the high and low settings to change the entire geometry of the bike, whether you're doing some crazy technical climbing stuff or you're ripping downhill bike parks. Whole drivetrain comes with SRAM GX Eagle in a 12-speed, got SRAM Codar brakes on it, and the tires are Maxxis Minion DHR2s. These things are amazing. The dropper post is a 150mm dropper post that is a hydraulic post from RockShox Reverb. It's the Stealth, and I am loving that thing. It is so fast and so smooth. Overall, I am loving the quality of this bike. My first ride impressions were just phenomenal. I was so in love with this bike. The suspension works exactly how you want it to every time. It climbs like a monster. It descends like a racehorse. It is super, super fun. And for a pretty large bike, this is the large frame because I am a bigger guy. And for a pretty large bike, this thing does climb really well and descend really well, so it's still really playful. None of it feels heavy or bulky at all. It's still probably lighter than my old bike. The only upgrades or additions that I have in mind for this bike so far, I already have the flat pedals from 1UP in the oil slick color, so I'm probably going to try and get a oval chain ring in the oil slick color as well, so just call me your local hype beast. But that's gonna do it for a while, so if you see me on the trails on this bike, just stop by and say hi. But I'm gonna be doing a lot more adventures with this thing. I'm taking it off some huge drops, some huge jumps. I am pushing it to the limits. I'm gonna ride this bike the way it's meant to be ridden. So stick around, hope you guys enjoy the content, and I'll see you on the trails.
Oh my god! Alright. This bike's awesome. Woo! I'm leaning! Whoa! That was scary. Not gonna lie. Woo! Still going. The G out's coming up too. Dang! G out coming. Ah. I want to the right or left.
Whoa, 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 whoa!